All right. So today we're gonna play some Magic, testing some Obosh stuff. Um, it's a normal kind of Obosh list. We got Season Pyromancers, Cultists, Fables, Bonecrusher's Fury. Um, actually, wait, hold on. Let me set this up real quick so I can watch chat on my phone. All right, sick. Okay. And now I gotta mute myself. Okay. So yeah, we got bolts, but you notice we're running a kind of uncommon dork spread. We got hierarchs and birds instead of the sprawls and arbor elves you might be familiar with. And we're doing that because we are running Abundant Harvest and Oath of Nissa. Now, Oath of Nissa says that you have to run a bunch of creatures. So to satisfy that, we've cut the moons for maguses and we've cut the sprawls for ignobles. And because we're cutting the sprawls, we have no reason to have arbor elves, so I swapped those for birds of paradise. Other than that, it's a pretty standard list. These birds would be ragavans if I had money, but I don't have money, so yeah. Sideboard's pretty standard fare. This used to be a Life Goes On. It's a Kitchen Finks now. Because it's a creature that you can hit with Oath of Nissa. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm just going to be playing random people on the tournament practice room ladder. This is my first time streaming in about a year. It's my first time streaming Magic ever, so apologize if I'm a bit inattentive. That first land I don't think had any lands. I didn't look at it very long. This hand is also bad. I'm going to 5. This hand's keepable. So we're going to bottom birds and a fable. And we're going to go get a stomping ground, and we're going to play hierarch and see what we're up against. Did they mulligan at all? No, they kept 7. Okay. Looks like we're playing against Murktide. Not an amazing matchup, but we've got 2 Fowls at the side and 3 relics, so hopefully those will come up. And there goes the hierarch. But this is why we have the Abundant Harvests in the deck, because when that happens, and we're going to need our 3rd land drop next turn, we can just guarantee that right now by naming land and saying go. Land pass. This signals a counter spell to me. So I'm going to play the Magus, because the Magus doesn't matter in this matchup. Okay, they let it go. That means they're cut off of Counterspell and Archmage's Charm and Murktide for the immediate future, and no, they're not. They bolted it. Awesome. That's how it goes. We draw another Season Pyromancer. That's a little awkward. I'm going to play the Fable. No, I'm going to play the Season Pyromancer. I'd rather this get countered than the Fable. Because the Fable, I think, is just going to produce more value. Oh, and it just resolves. Awesome. Don't know why they fetched. But we drew into another Fable, so not punished for that. I guess I just don't have Counterspell. There's no way they would have just not countered a Season Pyromancer. So, what is in their hand? Is it just all like Murktides? Like, is this just a baby Murktide that we're seeing? There goes Season Pyromancer. And yeah, we got that right. It's I guess it's not that much of a baby Murktide region. I think we've lost this game. But let's fire off an Oath of Nissa. Fury wouldn't be bad here. That's not gonna do it. I'll grab a land in case we draw Fury. But at this point, we've just got to jam and hope that something happens. I'm not attacking with the 1/1s. Sorry about me tabbing back and forth. I don't have a second monitor, and the window capture doesn't really work for Magic Gathering Online because the game pops up in a separate window. So, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna concede. This game's lost. All right. Just seeing if Hexdrinker responded to me at all. These come in. Maguses come out. I used to board out escapes when I was on the escape build, but now I don't have them, so I'm not sure what to board out here. Do I want the third Clothis also? I think I do. I'm gonna board out the Fables. No, I'm just gonna board out the Abundant Harvests. I think we want to play a game where I just have a lot of threats instead of just derping around with cantrips, because we gotta like win. All right, so this hand's a keep. I didn't really talk about it that much, but it's like a very obvious keep in this matchup. Gonna lead on birds. Now, historically, I've always been really bad about knowing when to crack Relic in this matchup. I always crack it too late and then get bombed by a Murktide, so hopefully that doesn't happen. In this situation, I think I want to Oath and then cast Relic Bolt, so we're going to do that. Clothis Season Pyromancer. I guess I'll take Clothis. It's pretty good. Any order, Bolt the Monkey, tap for blue and cast a Relic, and hit you with the Relic, so you go. They got Serum Visions in here? Damn. That is wild. People are on some crazy shit. I'm gonna hit you with this. I don't think we need to hold up Relic this turn. I'm gonna cast Clothis. They can't spell Pierce it. They don't have counterspell mana up, so this is a good time to resolve it, I think. Yeah, you can't spell Pierce it. So they have a spell Pierce. Running the Nassif version, I have not seen Nassif play this deck. I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch him. But if I'm doing what Nassif's doing, then that means that I must be doing something right. Unfortunately, we got a second monkeyed here. And they pull Oh, I wonder if they're going to cast it. I wonder if they're going to cast the Fury on my birds. I hope they do. Oh, the Murktide list? Yeah. Again, probably. I don't know. They didn't cast the Fury. They're losers. A real man would cast Fury. Exile Bauble. Okay. What do I do this turn? I kind of just want to cast a Bone Crusher and put a threat into play. So I'm going to do that. I cannot remember what game this is. I believe this is game 2. Or is it game 3? Man, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Right now, I am 13-4 with this version of the deck today. It's been feeling pretty good. I've been liking the cantrip so far. We might be about to be 13-5 though, because Murktide is not a great matchup. Holy shit, they have Thing in the Ice. Did Nassif have Thing in the Ice? That is funny. That is funny. I am going to exile my Foothills and cast Fury, and I'm gonna kill it. That land top deck was really nice there. I am not letting that flip. That is not happening today. Goodbye. Yeah. Okay, so that was game 2. Going into game 3, I guess we want the Flame Slash, right? If I'm thinking the ice. Yeah, I'll board out a bolt for a Flame Slash to respecting in the ice and a possible Ledger Shredder. But other than that, I'm just gonna send it back. Is this a keep? I think it is. This is, again, the power of Oath of Nissa and Abundant Harvest, is they just let you keep these one land hands that you just would not be able to keep otherwise, which is very cool. Because now basically what happens is if I didn't draw that land there, next turn I'd just play Relic into Oath of Nissa, or the other way around, depending on whether they kill my birds here. But I drew the land, so we're just riding pretty. You like Oath? Yeah, so the thing about Obosh is that you really have to play more than 8 dorks. Because if you just play 8 dorks, you end up mulliganing a lot, because any hand without a dork is just not going to be... It's not going to be fast enough, because you're on Obosh, so if you don't have a turn 1 play, you also don't have a turn 2 play most of the time. I'm gonna Veil. So I usually play, in the past I've played 10 dorks to counteract that because it lets you, you just get more hands with dorks in them, but I'm liking the Oaths and the Abundant Harvest because there's just so much, there's just so many more hands that you get to keep. Like, you get to keep all these 1-land hands with a dork in them. You get to keep the, if you have 2 cantrips, I honestly think it's probably fine to keep 1 land, 2 cantrips, no dork. But I don't know. I don't have enough reps in this deck to say for sure. I was about to say awkwardly he cut us off of red, but thankfully we top decked a mountain. Gonna bomb their yard again before I forget. And I guess we're casting Oath of Nissa this turn. Guess I'm taking Clothis, or is it land? Do I take Clothis or land? I think it's the land, actually. I'm gonna take the land. Yeah, just say go. I've got enough gas. I could have taken the Clothis, but I think they were holding up a counterspell that last turn. They have a Dragon's Claw for some reason. Go nuts, buddy. That is not in there for me. So we're gonna crack this Verdant Catacombs and get a Stomping Ground. Let's say untapped. And I think here, well, we're gonna do this first, before I forget. I think here we just cast Fable and hold up Run Afoul or Lightning Bolt or Activate Relic. That's what I'm gonna do. They can have their 1 life. I do not care. Could not care in the slightest about your 1 life, dude. You go for it. They're just not doing anything. Okay. I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna discard these 2. Okay. I think this is a put Obosh in hand turn. I think this is a put Obosh in hand turn. So we're just gonna do that. And yeah, say go. There's nothing to bomb with Relic. That's what I was trying to think about. Oh, they're casting something. Charm? Every time they cast Charm against me, they always take the stupid Shaman token. I'm glad this guy has some sense. Because taking the Shaman token is just bad. I didn't have a stop on my end step. I probably should. Or at least on their upkeep. Bobble me? Sure. I haven't cracked my fetch yet, so that card is going away. This is Iteration? What's going on? Okay, they were gonna cast Iteration, but they want to hold a bay. No, okay, they're casting Ragavan. Interesting. I'm not gonna bolt this even, because this gives me an excuse to cast Fury. But they could have a counter spell. I'm gonna bolt it. I'm gonna bolt it. They can gain their life. I don't care. Why did they board in Dragon's Claw? Whatever. Stomping Ground tapped. I'm still not especially worried about Murktide at this point because they have no instants and sorceries, of course. So we're gonna go land. I think play birds here. I'm not gonna play Obosh because I really think they have a counter spell. Plus, I have Season Pyromancer tokens to hold up, so I'm just gonna do that. Gonna attack with Goblin Shaman token. They're gonna do that. Yeah, we're just gonna say go. I'm winning right now. They crack Islet, that's fine. Flooded Strand, okay. I'm not concerned about their yard yet. I guess a thing in the ice here would be pretty bad, right? Because they get to hold up Counterspell. I'm gonna flashback tokens. Yeah. No reason not to do this. They don't run Anger. Do they run Anger? I don't think they run Anger. If they do run Anger, I didn't know about it. I'm gonna go to combat first. I could have copied the Shaman token, but I really don't think it matters or is relevant at all. Like, I've just got so much mana. Let's do this first while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Obosh here. If they counter it, so be it. Oh, hey, mid-row. Not playing Mario anymore. But nice to see you again. Yeah, there's the counterspell. I knew they had it. Retired. Yeah, I guess retired is a word for it. Let's see. What's going on this turn? Hexdrinker, you said anything? Okay, cool. Yeah, Hexdrinker, if you're here, sorry for the wait. This match is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. That is a Murktide Regent. I'm gonna wait until their end step to run afoul. Do I even have to run afoul? I'm gonna run afoul, because I don't care if they counter it. Because I have a Fury. And yes, let's go. Beat Murktide. Feels good. I don't know if the cantrips helped or hurt, especially. But that feels good. That's supposed to be a bad matchup, and we just we pretty much stomped them. I think their draw was pretty bad. They didn't really do much there. It also didn't. They were also on Thing in the Ice, so there might have been some other weirdness that was happening. Yeah, so while we're waiting for Hex Drinker, I'll just pull up the list again here so you all can see it. Like I said before, it's pretty standard stuff. I'm liking the 2 Clothis main, 1 Clothis side split. I found it really nice to not have too many Clothis main, but then also have access to the 3rd Clothis for the matchups where that matters, like against Jund or Red Black Rock or Murktide or what have you. Um, okay. The storm breaths are for 4-color mostly. I don't know if they're actually good against 4-color, but I hadn't played with them ever, so I wanted to try them. And I thought that because we're not playing any additional 5-drops, my usual Obosh lists have 10 dorks and then play additional 5-drops, usually Escape to the Wilds nowadays. But since I don't have any more of those, I thought it would be a good idea to have extra Storm Breaths to the side, just for a little extra oomph in the matchups where that matters. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what I think about Abundant Harvest. It's been really good, but I don't know if there's like a better cantrip option than it. I've been thinking about mainboard relics over the Abundant Harvest, but Abundant Harvest has been pretty good. Being able to guaranteed draw a land when you need it has been really nice. Request a modern challenge. Yup. Accept. Alright. So I lose the die, roll against Hexdrinker. I'm going to... Okay, no Obosh revealed. I had kind of assumed that you were just going to bring mono red, and we were going to have the good old-fashioned Blood Moon Mirror where both of us draw useless cards and don't do anything. This hand's a mulligan. It's bad. This hand's also a mulligan. It's also bad. This hand's a keep. I'm gonna oath and try and find something to do. What's Hexdrinker on? What does he play? There's no way he plays a deck that's weak to Moon, so I'm bottoming Moon. And I'm gonna bottom Bone Crusher Giant because it's just the worst card here. Oh, we are getting the Moon Mirror. Okay. That's great. Love to hear it. I'm glad I bought him the Magus then. That's funny. So Vista. I left your channel. Cool. Cool. I drew up Birds of Paradise, which was honestly a really good draw. I don't know what land to play here. I think it's Vista Get Forest. I think I want to have access to Stomping Grounds. This list has a lot more green than I'm normally used to, so I end up having to fetch Stomping Ground over Mountain a lot more, which is a thing. But it's not really a bad thing. It didn't require any changes to the mana base. We were already running 7 fetches that get Stomping Grounds and 3 literal Stomping Grounds. Okay. Okay, so he's on Delirium. This is the green-red Delirium build that people have been talking about. I don't know if I've actually seen a full list of this. I don't know if he's on Traverse. I don't know if he's on Traverse or not. But what I do know is that Clothis is good against him. So I'm going to cast Clothis next turn. unless he kills my birds. In which case, I will be very sad, but still cast an Oath of Mist next turn. That's honestly what I've liked about these cantrips most, is that it makes your turn 2s where the dork dies, it makes them not dead. That is a Tarmogoyf. Sure. Sure, you can have that. Could not care less about the Tarmogoyf. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns here. I still think Clothis is the cast here, so we're gonna cast it and we're gonna say go. What do we got? Reckless Impulse. Okay, I really don't know what's going on here. I guess that makes sense, right? Reckless Impulse is your iteration replacement. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Unfortunately, that is a lightning bolt. Fortunately, we have a guaranteed land drop next turn with Abundant Harvest. If I draw a land here, that would be really good. I've drawn Fury. That's also honestly really good. I kind of want to just start exiling types to shrink this Goyf. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get Fable down. So I'm going to Oath of Nissa first. Hit Averted Catacombs, any order. Now I'm going to Abundant Harvest for a non-land, I think. Oh, shit, we're off to the races. We're off to the fucking races. I don't care which Oath of Nissa I keep. They both have Summoning Sickness. It's Season Pyromancer, right? I think it's Season Pyromancer. Where'd the 6th type come from? Oh, the Oath of Nissa legend ruled. That's funny. Or the 5th type, rather. Yeah, I think I've lost this game, realistically. Dash Ragavan plus a Tarmogoyf is... No! He had the Fable. His exile zone's kind of small. I'll make it a little bigger. Don't know if it'll stay that way, but yeah, that's my Fable. I kind of want that back, like a little bit, if it wouldn't be too much trouble. I think we're dead here. I'm gonna take the draw and see what happens. I think I need to keep trying to get rid of types and gain life here. So is Bolt's the only instance? I'm going to take Bolt. This is a lot of Prismatic Vistas. All right. Goyf is down to a 4/5. I'm going to play... I still have a pipe dream of casting this Fury. So I don't really want to cast Season Pyromancer. Yeah, I'm going to cast Fable. I have guaranteed Fury next turn because Clothis can hit a land. But I also have guaranteed another... Holy shit, that's 2 Blood Moons. That's funny. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember this list now. Yeah, he showed me this list. This list is sick. It's a Moonveil region list, which I mean, you can tell that because there's a Moonveil region in play. But yeah, I've seen this list before. It's a cool list. Unfortunately, we have to chump in order to not die, but now my small pea brain has finally figured out what he's on, and with that, I'm going to concede. What to bring in? Are relics even good? They've got to be good, right? Yeah, I think we bring in Clothis and relics. And we go down the maguses, obviously, because, you know, he's a moon deck too. And chuck a harvest. Oh, wait. Don't chuck a harvest, I guess. Okay, so yeah, pretty easy sideboard swap. Moon's out, Clothis and relics in. I could have boarded out a harvest or something for the kitchen finks. I don't think the kitchen finks is unreasonable here. Yeah, so keep. There's nothing that costs above 1 here, which is... One would think that would be the sign of a poorly constructed ramp deck, but that is actually the sign that we're playing 2022 Magic correctly. Yeah, I don't know what I expected. That's another bird, though. I want to get down Relic. So I think I'm going to cast Relic, bomb you real quick. And throw a bird into play. That is a monkey. Perhaps I should have held up. No, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't respect the turn 2 monkey enough to hold up dash for it. What if Foothills goes away? That's fine. And holy heat. That's just rude. That is just rude. Hit you. Gonna... harvest, I guess, for a land. I'm gonna play second relic, I guess. Yeah. I always like these lands. Some people don't like the black and white lands, but I kind of like them. What do we got? Ragavan normal edition. Okay, so I'm gonna get a stomping ground untapped. I'm gonna bolt Ragavan. I'm gonna untap crack a relic and bolt the Tarmogoyf. I'm gonna Abundant Harvest first. Yeah. Okay. Well, that Stomp would have been nice to play, but whatever. Oh, I should have reliced the Tarmogoyf in the main phase. Not a big deal, but I should have done it. Moonveil? So Kenzan, okay. Well, there's no Ancient Tomb in this deck, so I can't cast Fury next turn. But I don't really care about the 1/1 spirits. I'm gonna Oath of Nissa and see what happens, and if nothing happens, I'm just gonna Stomp. I'll take the land. Do I Stomp or play Bone Crusher here? I think I just play Bone Crusher. I don't really think there's a reason to Stomp the 1/1 when I can just play the 4/3 that blocks it forever. You know? Ren in 6. That's bad. No, wait, no, I don't care about that. I literally have a relic sitting right here in play that is going to exile this Sokenzan right now. That's rough. I kind of want to top deck a land now. Because now they get to exile the Bolt and resolve their Sokenzan, returning the hand. I should have seen that coming. I probably could have bombed that Sokenzan earlier, but I don't think it would have mattered. He would have just cast the Bolt in response earlier. I don't think it mattered. Well, shit. I'm gonna pop Relic. And I'm gonna cast Bone Crusher again. I really need to find a land. That's rude. Why is that hasted in? I guess he's gonna like make me block it and then he's gonna Ren ping it. I don't really care about that though. Wait, why? I'm guessing he just missed it. Yeah. Okay. Please, I need a land. I need a land. Give me the land. That's not a land. Shit. I'm gonna do this. I don't like doing this, but yeah, this is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. And there's the land. I wish I could have just hardcast Fury, but did not work out that way. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, those were good games. That's the first time I've really seen Ren so Kenzan do anything. I'm gonna tell him that. But it was cool. That's I didn't really. I kind of just assumed Ren plus Sokenzan was just a slow meme of a win con. But actually seeing it, yeah, that it was pretty nice. I'm gonna put this abundant harvest back where it goes. Yeah. Sorry for the mismatched foothills. Mana traders just like is mana traders. The astute will notice that I have mismatched bolts as well. I'm trying to click on home, but Magic Online is Magic Online. Hello. Okay. Yeah, those were good matches. I'm glad I got to see that red green Delirium deck in action. I'm gonna ask him if he plays Traverse or Traverse. Why do I keep saying it like that? Because I can't remember if the list had Traverse or not. I'm gonna grab another game just in the tournament practice room. I'll probably be live for another half hour or so. This isn't gonna be a long one. This stream is mostly just me testing if I want to come back and keep streaming Magic, and right now I'm thinking maybe. So this is a keep because we have Abundant Harvest to guarantee second land. So I think it's usually just correct to play birds on one and wait on the harvest, because if I top deck a second land, I might not want to immediately Abundant Harvest for land. I might want to hold it in case I flood out, and then I can Abundant Harvest for non-land and maybe hit something worth casting. This looks like Shadow, I think. Wait, when was that Bobble played? Turn 1. Okay. I'm gonna harvest for land. We're gonna see what I get. Wait, I'm a fucking moron. They got a connive trigger. Whatever. I'll cast the bolt on their turn. That was a misplay. I should have bolted the shredder first. Yeah, that sucks. I'm not casting the bolt now because they can just connive and make it live the bolt. I'm probably going to bolt in response to their own connive trigger. Oh, this is Esper food. Okay, I thought this was shadow. But no, it's looking more like Esper food. We see Underworld Cookbook, Asmo, Urza Saga, and another Embry. Verified Asmo. Verified Asmo food. Yeah, they don't have mutagenic growth. They don't have it. I'm gonna keep the second bolt because I want to stomp Emery instead of bolting it. Because they have a lot of 3 toughness things in their deck. Land was a fine draw there. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna stomp Emery before it gets to untap and rebuy Bauble. I'm not going to attack with the bird. And I win. I don't think that game was lost at all. But you got it, buddy. I've never actually played against this deck, or this version of this deck at least. So I really have no idea what's good or bad against them. They're a Shredder deck, so I want Flame Slash over a Bolt. That's my general rule for Shredder decks, is that you want the Flame Slash in at least, even if it means cutting a Bolt. But I think I want the Sprees. I think I want the Relics. I don't think I want the Clothis. I think I want the Maguses because they're a 3-color versus Saga deck, right? I think the Fables and the Season Pyromancers are going to be really nice to grind them out with. I think this is just a cut cantrips matchup. Because I really don't have much better to cut. So I'll cut cantrips, and I'll cut, I guess, a Fable. I don't really know. Like I said, I've never played against this deck. I really don't know what's good or bad against them. I know enough to know that I shouldn't be boarding in Veil, but that's it. That's all I know. I guess boarding in Veil for Asmo activation is kind of cute, but like, this hand's good enough. But like, that's not a winning line. That's not what we in the business call like a good plan. Let me make sure Hex Drinker. Shout out to Hex Drinker. Hex Drinker is an epic gamer. Relic there was a really good top deck. I don't know why, but I'm having a not a habit. What's the word? There's a trend with this deck that I just keep top decking the right thing, like on my first draw of the game. Don't know why that keeps happening, but that has been the theme of today. I think I just double bird here. I don't really find myself wanting to cast Relic. I think I just want to like load up on Birds of Paradise and play this game. One thing I absolutely hate about this deck is why is it playing 4 Watery Grave? I was looking at this list earlier because this is a spike list, so you can just look at it and you know that everyone's playing the exact 60 that he's playing. It has 4 water graves, and I do not understand why. There's also a Dark Slick Shores in the sideboard, which I also don't understand why. Like, there are so many good sideboard cards in Esper colors, and you pick Dark Slick Shores. I don't get it. Pardon me for saying that, but I don't get it. I'm gonna bolt manufacture, and I'm going to cast Season Pyromancer because I'm just gonna draw another land off. I was gonna say I'm just gonna draw another land off the trigger anyway. Might as well, but 2 lands is also fine. They draw the Springleaf Drum. What's the worst thing they could have here? I guess it's Shredder, right? I'm not equipped to deal with Shredder right now. But they don't have Shredder because they cast Springleaf Drum first. This is an Unearth deck? Did I just, like, block that out of my memory that this was an Unearth deck? Fuck. Well, that blows. Give me the Bosch. I'm gonna hit you with the Relic. Idiot. Get Relic activation. I'm just gonna say go. I really don't want to kill the manufacturer in case they play something else more relevant, like a Time Sieve. The recast Bobble, yeah, nothing I can do about that. The Boseiju does not kill Emery. It could kill Bobble, but somehow I don't think that that's a good play. I somehow there's a voice in my head telling me that that is not a good line. They just looked at my top card twice. You got it. I'm not going to Boseiju their manufacturer end step. I was thinking about it. They have Bobble in there, could be worth Relic. Oh, yeah, shit. I should have cracked Relic in response to the Emery activation. I'm a fucking moron. I'm here holding it for second Unearth. I should have cracked in response to Emery activation. I'm just out of it. Okay, I'm gonna bait them into blocking with Manufactor so I can get the 2-for-1 Fury here. That would be really funny if they just... Okay. That's also fine. I think I still cast Fury. Right? Pretty sure I still cast Fury. Don't know what I kill, though. I think it's the Emery. I have more removal spells that can kill the Manufactor, and the Manufactor also just isn't doing anything right now. Hit you with the Relic Bomb, idiot. I was about to say, can I put Obosh in hand? But 1, I don't have 3 mana, and 2, Obosh is already in my hand. I'm a legend, apparently. That game was nowhere near over, I don't think. All right. We're fuck, I don't even know the record. Yeah, that game was nowhere near over. They could have top decked like anything and still won that game. Is this the same person? Why am I feeling like this is the same person? I don't think this is the same person. Ah, I hit my tooth with the water bottle. Ow. Come on, you can do it. All right, they have chosen to play first. I will select Obosh as my companion. They do not select a companion. Your deck is simply worse than mine because I have a companion and you do not. I am going to keep this because I have guaranteed land drop hits and I have Stomp. Like Harvest means I have guaranteed land drop hits until turn 3. Like this is one of those hands where if I was playing like a normal Ponza deck or a normal Obosh deck with 10 dorks, like maybe one of these cantrips would be a dork and this hand would be unkeepable. But having the cantrips in here means that I can just keep this hand right out the first few turns sculpting. And no, I'm not going to ride out the first few turns sculpting because they're on hammer and I'm just going to die. And the third abundant harvest does not change that fact. This is the downside about playing all these cantrips is that Esper Sentinel is a legal magic card. And we have to guarantee our land drops. I'm just gonna give them the card. It doesn't make sense to me to not play Abundant Harvest here. I revealed 13 cards with Abundant Harvest. Holy shit. There were 3 Magus of the Moons in there. So we're not drawing Magus of the Moon. Yeah. They don't have second land, or maybe they just forgot to play it. I kind of want to cast double cantrip this next turn because they only get 1 card draw off of it because Sentinel is only first non-creature spell. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Saga. It would be really nice to have a Magus of the Moon right now. I've still got 1 left. I could draw it. I could draw it. Ah, shit, I'm dead. This stone... It doesn't matter what this Stoneforge gets. It's going to kill me. That is not going to kill me. I am sorry that I have lied to you, but that's not killing me. I'm gonna again let them draw. Like, we're just playing from so far behind that I just have to. Cast Oath first, then Harvest. Yeah, I honestly was probably gonna double Harvest this turn, but since I drew Ignoble, I'm just gonna Oath Ignoble. 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 I'm just gonna Oath Ig Well, I mean, maybe I'm gonna with Ignoble. They've probably got something going on, IRL. It's not a big deal. Gives me some time to think about how fucking dead I am. Why would they get the reality chip? What does that mean? Bolt's likely your best draw. Oh shit, it is. Yeah. So I should have cast Abundant Harvest then. They have Cauldron in hand. Yeah, that's where I was gonna go with that. They're nowhere near a hammer line because they didn't get hammer. But they got reality chip over Cauldron, which means fuck. I should have cast Harvest and gotten Bolt. If there's a Bolt on top here. Okay, I don't know what order these were in. Maybe I'm punished. I don't know what order these are in. I'm taking the bird, of course. Yeah, I might have been punished for that. That was a misplay. I would have harvested for land though. No, I wouldn't have. If I had thought about bolt, I would have harvested for non-land and tried to hit bolt. Yeah, if they have Cauldron, I'm just dead. I'm gonna cast Ignoble though. Yeah, I'm very likely just dead to Cauldron here. There's not a single out that I have to Cauldron in the 75. I just have to kill the Stoneforge first. Saga. Yep. I'm very dead. Yeah, that feels bad. That feels bad. But I think that just comes down to me not having enough experience with these cantrips to really make the right play. Like if I'd been playing with these, if I'd been playing with these for like a couple weeks, a couple days even, I might have known better. But they don't cast Cauldron. Why the hell did they get the reality chip then? And I draw Bone Crusher. So if they have Cauldron at this point, there's nothing that's going to stop them from getting it into play. I think what I'm going to do is harvest for a land, pay, and stomp the Stoneforge Mystic. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to stomp Sentinel, I think. Yeah, I'm going to harvest for a land, pay, and stomp Sentinel. Is there a point to paying? They do just have the reality chip. I'm going to pay. Yeah, I guess maybe they have a bunch of hammers. Maybe they're not on Cauldron. I don't know why they wouldn't be on Cauldron. Fuck, that's such a blowout. Holy shit, the spell pierce. I hate this bug that's happening right now where you have to pay 2 twice. Or you have to choose not to pay 2 twice. You know what I mean. Fuck, that's really bad. I'm gonna cast birds. Say go. Oh, no, I should have harvested for a land there. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, it's just a real ID chip. They, yeah, they don't have Cauldron. I am no longer concerned about this Stoneforge Mystic. They didn't make a construct. This is the shittiest fucking Urza saga to ever live. Oh, no. Okay, they're making a construct. Never mind. Not the shittiest Urza saga to ever live. Urza Saga Redemption arc. That's a Shadow Spear. That is not very surprising to me. They can't cast... Not that... They don't have to cast it. They can't equip it. Unless they have a land drop here, and they don't. They must not be on it or sideboard for some reason. There's no way... I guess they can sideboard it. I don't care about this 2 damage. You can have 2 damage. I know you don't have a way to equip Hammer. There's how do I ever win this game? I guess it involves some kind of Fury-based line. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a basic to preserve my life total. I don't really want to, but I think it's necessary here. And I'm gonna see. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this 2 seconds ago, but I'm gonna season Pyromancer. I'm gonna discard Fable and Harvest. That's another thing about these cantrips that I like, is that they're super great to discard to Spyro. It just feels so good discarding one of these Spyro. I don't know why. It might not even be the correct play a lot of the time to do that, but yeah. I'm not attacking with Bird. I can just say go. There's no reason to stomp anything now versus later. Yeah, I punted a game earlier today versus Hammer because they... Not punted. Yeah, no, I still think I made the right decision because they Stoneforge fetched out Hammer, but they had Cauldron in hand as a natural draw, and I recognized that beforehand, but I didn't kill the Stoneforge because I was on like a scrappier hand, and I'm dead. I was on like a scrappier hand, and I'm like, I'm just gonna be dead to Cauldron, and I ended up dying to Cauldron. Oh yeah, I'm super dead. Their hand wasn't full of hammers because they just steal Shaper's Gift for it. What's in their hand? Wait, this is game 1. They're mainboarding Spell Pierce. What is going on? What is happening? Does Reality Chip have Defender? Why the fuck does Reality Chip not have Defender? Whatever. There's a fucking lid on this water bottle, dude. Why am I so dumb? I'm gonna block all of these. I really don't want to take 10 damage right now. I don't really know why I'm continuing to play. I've very clearly lost this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Game 2. This isn't good content. My 5 YouTube subscribers are gonna be very, very sad that I'm not providing good content here. Finks comes in. I think it's a good blocker in this matchup. Clothis comes out because it's too slow. Fable comes out because it's too slow. Flame Slash comes in. Another Fable comes out. Is that it? Yeah, that's all that seems reasonable. Yeah, they're playing super weird. I don't really know why they got reality chip. But they won. I've been seeing a lot more lists play Steel Shaper's Gift lately. I don't know why that is. I thought they cut that because I thought the problem with Hammer was not that Sands of Keep, I think. Was not that you didn't have ways to find Hammer, but you didn't have ways to get it onto something. I don't really know why they have started playing Steel Shaper's Gift again. But I'm just gonna. I don't have a turn 3 play technically, but I'm hoping that they're just going to give me one. By turn 3, I mean turn 2. Turn 3, I could theoretically Fury, which seems good. Turn 3 Fury on the play seems good in this matchup. I'm not super mad about Basic Force. I'm not going to Shattering Spree just Springleaf Drum. That's not a good play. I am going to just cast a second Ignoble. I could have palmed Obosh there. But I don't think that's better than just playing Hierarch and guaranteeing Fury next turn. Double Inkmoth Nexus. Okay. And they don't even... That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Yeah, I'm just going to play that. I don't have anything to Fury. I'm just going to play this. Your Inkmoth Nexus are mountains. I don't know why they didn't attack with the Nexus that last turn. Just a free point of impact. Okay, they're just bad is what's going on. Maybe. I am the best Magic the Gathering player in the world. This is a keep. Yeah. This is fucking Esper Sentinel. That is the biggest downside about these cantrips is fucking Esper Sentinel decks. I was about to say I should have gotten Stomping Ground, but I could not get Stomping Ground. That was a Prismatic Vista. And I kind of need green in order to play the game. And I guess I wanted a forest because I have... Okay. That's really good for me, right? Because now I just get to play the card Magus of the Moon and blow up the Urza Saga without having them draw a card with Esper Sentinel, because we're playing Maguses and not Blood Moons. Getting rewarded for that. We see a Sigarda's Aid. Cool. Yeah. They could have Hammer here, but I can take a Hammer hit, and then I'll spree them. Right now, I think I just want to kill this Urza Saga. That's bad. But that's not terrible. So the question here is, do I just resign myself to being dead to second Hammer? Or do I block? There's no way they have second Hammer. Okay. Rewarded. There's a chance the right answer was to block there, but shits were not given on this day. Block, yeah. I should have blocked. But it was like really funny not to block. I'm gonna pay. They only have 2 cards. I don't want to give them a third. Never mind. Pay 11 generic mana to prevent this. I will not do that. I'm gonna choose a different target. And I'm going to harvest for a land. It is a Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to say go. Oh, well, I'm going to swing with Magus. They don't have a haste creature in this deck. I think most of the builds right now are off of Ginger Brute. So they don't have a haste creature. Thopter. Okay. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna Bolt Thopter. I'm not... Yeah, I'm gonna cast Oath of Nissa. I'm just gonna keep drawing cards. Holding up mana. I guess Season Pyromancer. Those weren't that good. Yeah, this player's been playing a little sus. No blocks, so they don't have hammer, or else they would have probably blocked and hammered. I guess maybe not, because then that grounds their Thopter. I don't have enchantment destruction in the 75 right now, so the Cigar is here forever. Memnite, shit. Okay. Really wish I had a Fury right now. There's no reason not to attack with Ornithopter there, I don't think. I'm gonna stomp Thopter in the instep, because if they have hammer, I have another bolt. If they have blacksmith skill, I get blown out here, but that's fine. Fucking Spell Pierce, dude. Why? Why? That's also fine. I don't particularly care. I kind of just want to cast Season Pyromancer and dump Season Pyromancer Abundant Harvest. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll cast an Abundant Harvest on land. If I hit Forest here, I get punished, but I didn't, so I'm not getting punished today. Wonder if Lay of the Land is a modern playable Magic card. It's not, but would be funny if it was. I'm gonna harvest for non-land here and see where that takes me. Okay. There it is. There he is. Found him. Took a few tries. Do I hold this Sokens on? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I'm going to swing everything. I don't think their last card is an equipment. I shouldn't be F6, though. Shouldn't be F6'd. They're dead to burn. Maybe I should have just killed them and not let them draw Spell Pierce. Okay. So we're going to kill them now. Because they have no cards in hand. They can't Spell Pierce me. I'm just going to kill them now. Woo! That felt good. That felt good. So let's look at the stats for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 matches today. And I won... I won 16 of them, so 16-5? 16-5 is pretty good. 16-5 is about a 75% win rate in the tournament practice room, which doesn't say much. But yeah, I'm really happy with this list right now. I need more practice with the cantrips, as we saw earlier with that one play where I was trying to draw Lightning Bolt and I cast Oath of Nissa, but Oath of Nissa doesn't hit Lightning Bolt. So I need some more practice there. I like the numbers here. I honestly don't think I want to change anything about this list right now. I'm not going to stream much over the weekend because my dad's coming up to visit. But I might do some testing offline. The only thing I am honestly unsure about is the Season Pyromancers, which just seems weird, but not even in this cantripping shell, but just in general, I've found that I just really don't want to cast Season Pyromancer a lot of the time. And I don't know whether that's because there's too many of them in the deck or because I'm not casting them as often as I should. I don't know. I'm going to keep in 4 for now, but it's on my watch list of maybe I cut to 3 and add a 4th Fable or a 4th Bone Crusher. But I think it's likely just the fact that I am not playing Season Pyromancer aggressively enough. So I'm going to keep an eye on that as I play more games. The sideboard, I'm happy with the sideboard for now. I like having this for the Flame Slash. It's a favorite of mine. All of these cards are super relevant. Stormwrath Dragon would have been more relevant if I had played against more Solitude decks, but that didn't end up happening today. I don't think I played against a single one except for a 4-color player that conceded the whole match turn 2 of game 1 when I dropped a Magus on them, and they were F6, so they didn't get their fetch off. But yeah, I hope I get to Stormbreath a 4-color player sometime soon and see if it's actually good. But other than that, yeah, thank you all for coming out. I might do some more of this in the future. If you've got any questions about the deck or anything, I'm in the Ponza Discord. You can ask me there. So, yeah, see ya.